Ho, 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 ho. Welcome to Santa's World 365 on TikTok. So it's one of those crazy days. The best laid plans, best laid plans. So I decided I was going to come out, and then we had quite a bit of sun earlier on. I was going to come out and I was going to charge some things up. I didn't really have a lot to charge up today, but I had a little bit of my Elite 10 that could be topped off, and I thought, I'll come out here and I'll do this, that, and the other. And then guess what? Guess what? Well, you can't guess because I got the thing shut. There we go. Yes. There's very little sun to be had. Lots of cloud cover. It's just one of those things. But today I did have good intentions. I used my Bluetti 60 watt portable. This thing is amazing. Everything in life has something special about it. And what's special about this is it will fold up to nothing. I mean, you see the squares? When it's all folded up, the square is the size of the footprint. It's tiny. But yet, 60 watts is probably a very, very, very sweet spot there as far as solar panels go. It doesn't weigh anything. I'm not sure what it weighs, but it weighs next to nothing. You can fold it up, stick it in your backpack, and then boom, you've got the Bluetti Elite 10. Yeah, the Bluetti Elite 10, which took me all of 5 minutes to charge up to 100. I didn't realize that it just didn't have... Well, I should say, we had lots of sun. We had a quality solar panel. Great combination. By the way, I bought this as a package deal. When I bought the Elite 10 was my very, very, very first power station. And some people chuckle when you call it a power station, but it's definitely a power station. It's got a 120 outlet on the side. So 200 watt, 128 watt hours. Yeah. And then I bought it with the solar panel. I'll have to look what I paid, but in today's money, it was quite a bit. I mean, this thing here is on fire sale. It's a little over $100 shipped to your door. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. You should really have one, to be honest with you. And then I bought it with the solar panel. Now, they shipped them separately. And this was my first experience with Bluetti. And I was one of those nervous people. It's like, this came first, and they said, this completes your order. I'm like, wait a minute. I still had the solar panel coming. But anyway, they're a quality company, very trustworthy. And I would never hesitate to order from them again. I don't know if I'll be able to pull off a link underneath, but if I can, I will. These eFuel, Elfuel, Elfuel, they are really good. They're 50,000 watts each. They are really good power banks. They really, really are. These things got me through the winter. Each one of these, 50,000 watts, perfect. It got me through the night with my sleeping bag liner. Oh, man, I was toasty all winter long, and it was a brutal winter. So anyway, and here's this little Craig compact disc boomer box, if you will. This AM/FM radio and CDs, music CDs. It's pretty freaking awesome. I think I paid like $20 for this thing new. Yeah, I think it was what did I buy that at? I think ABC Warehouse, maybe, in Toledo, Ohio, or in Sylvania, technically. Yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't even put batteries in anymore because I realize that if I plug it into a power station that's plugged into a solar panel, then you're golden. You don't need to have batteries in that. It will play it nonstop, and it will not deplete the battery at all. If I had that plugged in, well, I do have it plugged in. If I had it turned on right now, even with this overcast day, I literally would be able to play this thing, and it would dip down to 99, then pop back up to 100, dip down to 99, pop back up to 100. But that solar panel brings in way more energy than it needs to run this little Craig. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. I've got videos showing it, so go check those out. I'm not probably going to have any links on any of this stuff, but if you go to my other videos, you'll find super sweet deal links. So if you want the Elite 10, there's a link to that. If you want that solar panel, or if you want the package deal, there's links to all of them. The Craig I do not have a link to because I didn't buy it on TikTok Shop. I did buy the 4-panel. It's a 10,000, I think 10 or 20,000 watt power bank. It's really all that in a bag of chips, but I think they discontinued that model. It seems like it. So, but yeah, that thing's been a workhorse. It's been amazing. Right now, it's powering itself through the sun, and yeah, I mean it powers it charges the battery slower than it would if you had it plugged into something. But to be honest with you, the whole point is to get free energy from the sun. Seriously. Now, a lot of times I'll plug it in to a power bank that I've gotten free energy from the sun, you know. But I do like the fact that I can throw that out, unfurl it, if you will, and yeah, just kind of chill, let it do its thing, and then when I need it, boom, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to turn the radio on right now, though, because copyright. And the AI search bots have really been taking a toll on people. They're really, really kind of crazy. And I don't want to wake up one day, and I've heard the story told a million times, wake up one day to have my channel banned. That would really suck. And that, yeah. So no playing copyrighted music. Now, I guess you can do all that stuff on lives, but, you know, okay. Okie dokie. Anyway, if anybody has any questions about solar stuff, I seen a video yesterday of a guy talking about his power station addiction. He's got so many of them, and I kind of feel like I'm heading in that direction too. It becomes like an addiction, to be honest with you. It's kind of crazy. I think it's just the idea that you're in control for once. So most of the time, we kind of like, we're going through life and we feel very out of control. Like, you know, we're just ants waiting to be stepped on. And when you buy a power station and a solar panel and you start creating your own energy and using your own energy for what you want, it's pretty amazing. Like right now in my house, I've got a couple of electronic candles going. And those electronic candles have the Artman lithium C rechargeable batteries in them. And they can stay on all day because there's going to be years worth of recharges on those batteries. And actually, the truth is I'm seeing how long they last and this, that, and the other. But, I mean, it's such an amazing gift to be able to create the electricity that actually powers a device that becomes part of your life bigger than it ever was before. And there's no stress to it. You're not stressing it. You know, you just know. Like, for example, if I forget to turn a candle off, cool. Doesn't really matter because I'm just going to recharge it for free from the sun and put it back in the candle. And yeah, you know, it's all good. Even music. I can leave the music on for the cats now. You know? Yeah. Anyway, if you guys got any questions about solar, by all means, ask. I don't know. I'm not an expert, and I don't claim to be, but I got to tell you, I've learned a lot in a very short period of time. You know, a very short period of time. This thing keeps turning off because there's nothing draining it. So, anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Yeah, get in. The water's warm. Step on in. The water's warm. Yeah, I think that in the future there's going to be a whole lot of people that's going to embrace this technology, mainly because, to be completely honest, I don't see anything good coming down the pike as far as the electrical grid goes. These AI data centers are going to be making huge demands on the grid. Our electrical bills will be get higher and higher and higher and higher. I think the smart person steps in now. And listen, you don't have to go in with 20. My neighbor did a solar deal for $25,000. You don't have to go in like that. And me personally, honestly, I think you got the shaft. But that's another story altogether. But, you know, you can go in like I did. The first solar purchase that I bought was that panel and that Elite 10 that by Blue Eddy. You know, and in all honesty, I don't remember now. I honest God, I don't. But it was under $200. I'm sure of it for those two. And this here right now, you can get for, I don't know, $108. Yeah. You know, shipped to your door. You know, the 60 watt panel is really a nice little starter panel. The only downside for me personally with this panel, and a lot of times I'll hang it on my garage door, if I leave it flat like this, my cats think it's their new bed, and that's never good. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got. Like I said, if you have any questions, I could maybe have an answer. I don't know. But, yeah, that's all I got. Everybody have a wonderful day. Don't forget to follow Santa's World 365 on TikTok. Peace!